Days when they used to kill their own sheep and have mutton fat, and this bloke had the mutton fat out in the sun. It was fine, put it in, it run like a charm, but the next morning when he went to start it, it had gone hard and he had problems. So that's the part of the deal. So I better talk a bit. Once I start that I won't be able to talk much, but if you watch, I've got to wind it to a certain place, and you put this handle in there and you wind the lubricator when you get the crankshaft in a certain place. It oils the big end, main ends, conrod and all that. And you're supposed to do it something like 200 times each morning before you start it, which I won't have to do that many. And then you've got to get it ready, organised. And I did have problems with the timing injector years ago with it, and it's not quite right, but it hunts a bit, but it goes all right. But they'll go forward and backwards. The only problem is there's been blokes killed with them in years gone by trying to put them up a loading ramp. In fact, I'll go back to another serious story. In 2001 at Cootamundra, at the Boundary Counted, there was blokes from the Young Club, and the bloke never forgot it, and because I had 5 tractors down there and they wanted to drive it, so we towed a set of harrows, and where we were was up on a hill in the countryside at Yass. And I said to the bloke, showed him what to do, got him going. I said, go round there, when you go back up on top of the hill, I said, leave the tractor, pull the lever back, put the handbrake on and leave it. I had the little crawler, Whittle V8, and I'd done a lap with that. You only had to do a couple of chain for the route, for the actual Guinness Book of Records, but some of them spent an hour going around the paddock. So I thought, oh, I'll come back and I'll start this up and join them. Comes back on top of the hill, couldn't find the tractor. And thought, oh shit, I wonder where it was. So it was about 1 o'clock, so I jumped the fence and had a steak sandwich. A bit later on I went looking for the tractor, and there was cars and stuff down there, so I started walking down there, and this bloke seen me and he started walking towards me. As soon as I saw the look on his face, I knew something tragic had happened. And we had a single furrow plough behind it. And after the plough, you only had to plough, as I said, and you throw it down, let it go. He decided to take it down there, and I got that close to jobbing him. He went out through the gate and it was uphill. And of course as he's going up there, it fired and went backwards, run over the single furrow plough, come round, tore the side out of this, ripped that mudguard nearly off. It done damage, I can tell you. Well, I stood there nearly in tears, and if I'd had something I'd have killed him. I said, I told you just to leave it on top of the hill. Oh, we thought we'd do this, and yeah, I said, I know. Anyway, thank goodness, there was a guy there from Yass, and he was a panel beater come, and he'd gone out of that business into making signs and so forth. And probably the best thing that saved me, I had me sticker on from our Canoundra Vintage Tractor and Machinery Enthusiasts badge on. That was probably the lifesaver. We're all standing there in this state looking at this thing, and this bloke turned around and he said, I can fix that. So we took a sigh of relief, so we got stuck into it. We pulled the mudguard off, we took this off, we took the cover off the other side and left it to him. I rang him up on Monday and told him what the paint was. He repaired it all, heated it out, fixed it all up, and the blokes from Young 2 weekends later come up with it all wrapped up in blankets and brought it back and helped me put it back together. So probably it's in better shape now than it was at that stage, but all this happened because they didn't listen and it went backwards. And the same thing with loading ramps, there's been blokes trying to load them onto a thing and it goes backwards and run over a bloke and it killed him, because it just instantaneous from one direction to the other. So anyway, we'll get that. Once I get organised it'll start simple, but it takes a bit of a, where's my matches, George, or lighter? And originally, which I don't use, that is the original blow lamp that comes with it and hooks on that bolt from factory, so to speak, and they run on petrol and you light them with a bit of petrol, but it works, but the danger side of it with petrol and so forth, besides that, so much simpler, and so that belongs in there. And I worked for a bloke years ago that had one of these, and I've spent thousands of hours on one, and we used to use it at harvest time, and they'll boil, they're thermosiphon, and they'll boil. You've got to keep putting water in them, and it could be boiling there now, and you'd stop it at dinner time, anything more than 12-14 minutes, and you'll need the torch or it won't go. Just once they cool off, they just...
I'm going to run out of video.
Well, just stop it for a while.
I can't.
Well, that's not my problem.
I don't know how to join them.
Put them online.